How's it going, guys? Jason, CapeMoreGuitarLessons.com. This song was requested, and it's by Pop Evil. It's called Behind Closed Doors. I just learned this a couple days ago, but due to time restraints, I'm not going to make this video more of the triple cameras and a little bit of the production as I tried to do in some of the other ones. So I do apologize for that, but I did want to get this up because this weekend I've got a ton of things going, and I did promise I would do this song, and I have transcribed it for you. So this is going to be maybe one camera, maybe two, it just depends. I do apologize because I just learned it and I'm kind of just throwing it up. But it's pretty accurate and it'll get you in the right direction. So here we go. Okay, so this is a drop D song. Your low E needs to be tuned down to a D, and that is my low E string. Oops. So tune your E string down to a D, which is one full step, so that you can play an open D chord by playing the E and A string open. Alright, so this intro starts out, you're using your first finger, first finger, fifth fret on the first string, second finger I'm using on the 6th fret, and third finger on the 3rd string, 7th fret, and it sounds like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to bounce and pivot back off on this pinky here. I'm going to play it first fast, then I'm going to play it normal, and then I'm going to play it slow. And that just keeps repeating itself 4 times actually, until the singing comes in, and then it changes up, and we'll get to that in just a second. But this pattern is going to go like this. It starts out 3rd string here on the 7th fret, and then I'm going to the 1st string, and I'm going all upstrokes, and I apologize I don't have the other camera up, but I'm going like this. Down, 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 down. Okay, so 3rd string, then the 1st string, then the 2nd string, then the 3rd string. At the end of that sequence, you're going to basically, not a hammer on, but you're going to come in with your pinky on the 2nd string, 8th fret. So. Okay. That's for the intro. When the vocals come in, it changes it up a little bit. And I'm going to play it normal for you, and then we'll explain it. Okay, so it bounces off this 3rd string, 7th fret, and it pivots, or it goes back and forth from the 2nd string, 6th fret to the 5th fret. So it's. But you're going to let it all sustain out though. Oops. Okay, you're going to do that twice. And then on the second one, he's going to hit the pinky on the 2nd string, 8th fret, so it's. Then it goes back kind of like the beginning sequence. You're starting on the 1st string, same chord pattern, and you're going 1st string, 2nd string, and 3rd string. Okay? And then it just does the 2nd string 5th and 2nd string 8th. So that last one will sound like this. Okay, when there's no singing on the intro, it's the beginning. Whoops. Okay, and then the part that I just showed you is the part that it's going to be when there's vocals. Now we'll go to the distortion part. And I apologize, there's not going to be much video production on here. We're going to go right to it. I am using the 5150 now. I've got the PV5150. And so it's going to sound a little bit different from the other videos, but again, I am kind of putting this together a little more quick, and I do apologize. But anyway, this intro part is going to start out like this, if I can remember it. Okay. I'm going to play it normal and then we'll go through it. Okay, that is basically it's bouncing back and forth from the 5th string, 3rd and 5th fret, and you're starting out hitting the 5th fret on the 5th string, then like this, and you're going back and forth to the low E string, which is technically a D because we tuned down. And it's kind of a feel thing. You gotta kind of have to play with it. So again, and he is adding a little bit of vibrato there. So here's how it sounds super slow. Now before he goes into this B flat here, what he's doing is he's doing a little pull off, and it goes like this. So he's hammering on from 3 to 5 on the 5th string, and then he's doing a pull off from the 4th string, 5th fret to open. So it's, okay, so it's 3 to 5, 5th string, and then it's a pull off from the D string, 4th string, 5th string, open. Okay, so it's, nope. And then to end that, after he does that pull up, he's hitting the third fret again on the 5th string. So slow, it's going to sound like this. And then he goes to the B flat, and it's a heavy mute. And that sounds like this slow. Then he's doing another pull off, 4th string, 3rd fret, to the open D, and then he's going to the 1st string, 3rd fret, or 1st fret, I'm sorry, 5th string, 1st fret, and 5th string, 3rd fret. And then he's doing the same pull off that we did to get to this, which is the 4th string, D string, open again, open to the D, and then the 3rd fret on the 5th string. Apologize the way I'm explaining this. I know it's a little bit. Sometimes I'd almost rather just play it, because I know when I learn stuff sometimes I just rather just play it slow, and I'll figure it out. But anyway, so I'm gonna play that one more time for you slow. Oops. Okay, so that is. Now this is where you're going to play. It's actually a G chord, but we're playing the, because this is tuned down, we can play these two notes together, which is the 6th and 5th fret, 6th and 5th strings on the 5th fret, and it's a heavy mute. Well, it's hard to see this, but when I'm muting, I'm not going all downstroke. I'm not doing that. I'm going like this, and I'm using the palm of my hand to mute the strings. Okay, so. So he's muting on this 2 strings here, 5th, and then this part goes like this. So that is the 5th and 6th strings, 8th fret to the 7th fret, which could be B to A, if you want to do it that way, and then we're going F to G. So it's. Okay, so one last time. Okay, this, when it goes into the chorus, he's hitting the open E string for technical purposes, but again, we're tuned down to D, so if I say they're both right. But you're hitting the open E, and you're doing an octave here. I'm going to play it normal first. So the open E string, and then we're doing an octave, which is the 5th string 8th fret and 3rd string 10th fret together. These are octaves. And we're muting the D string with our 1st string. And I don't know if I can get this on here to get this, but when you're playing octaves like this, you're taking this finger and you don't want to play it clean, you're kind of deadening that D string so you can write them together. Those are octaves. Okay, so we're sliding up, and we're sliding up from the 8th to the 10th. Oops, I'm sorry, I'll take that back. We're sliding backwards one half step. So it sounds like this. Okay, from the 5th string, 8th fret to the 5th string, 7th fret. Okay, I dropped my pick, so give me a second. Sorry. Okay, after this little progression here, we're going to this chord here, which is technically an A sharp, and we're playing the 5th and 6th strings, and I'm just barring the first two. We're playing them together. Okay, and that is the 8th, and we're going to slide that up one full step up to the 10th. You can use any finger you want. I use my middle, but just because it's right there when I'm done with this little run. Okay, after that we're going to drop down to an F, and don't be confused because we've got the drop D. So when I say F, normally it would be like in an F position like this, but you can hear that don't sound right because we've got the drop D. So it's going to be the 5th and 6th string, 5th and 6th string on the 3rd fret, and then we're going to go to a C into a C flat. So and it starts over. Then it goes to a C and a C sharp. So I'm gonna play the whole thing one last time slow. And I add that little vibrato in there. Okay, and then the C is obviously the 5th string 3rd fret and 4th string 5th fret, and you're sliding up a half step to the 5th string 4th fret and 4th string 6th fret. Okay, now the little part before the solo, he's using a wah-wah pedal, and it sounds like this. If you're not familiar with the wah-wah pedal, it's going to wow, 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 wow. He's going to do that for a couple times, and then the rhythm's going to come in. Now, I heard actually 2 guitar parts on here, and this is the way I recommend you do it, but I wanted you to know that there is another one on it because I can hear it there. It sounds like this. Okay, so let's start out first. This first one is the same exact thing as the verses. And all you're doing is you're riding the 5th string 3rd fret to the 5th string 4th fret. Now, when it comes into this part, it's kind of tricky, and I'm going to try to show you how I'm playing this on the guitar. That little dun, 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 he's holding the 5th and 6th string, 12th fret on the 5th string and the 6th string. So it's a chord. So he's going like this. And then on this heavy muting, and that's a triplet. And you're doing all mutes. And you're doing down, up, down. So it sounds like this. So sorry, I should have just put on all the cameras. And then it's a hammer on from the 10 to the 12 again, using both these chords. And that is 10 to 11 to 12 on the 6th string. So I guess you're gonna have to practice it and kind of see what I'm saying. But let me play it fast and let me play it slow again. That might be the best way to do this. Okay, now there's a second guitar part that I am 100% convinced of, where he's using it's going to throw this chord in right here. And that would sound like this. If you want to try to encompass them both, it would go like this. And everything's the same. And then, except for the last chord is going to end on the, each time is going to end on the 5th string 5th fret and the 4th string 4th fret, and it sounds like this. So, by the way, adding some heavy vibrato there, sliding both those together. So, if you listen closely, you'll really be able to hear that. But also, I did say I want to correct something. I'm not 100% sure if that's a wah-wah that he's using on that part. It might be some type of, just might be some type of other effect. I apologize. I'm not sure what it is right now. But anyway, this is how the solo pretty much goes. Alright, this beginning here is 2nd string, 15th fret, and he's playing it, and this isn't, I'll be straight up honest with you, this isn't 100% perfect. These type of solos are just hard to perfect. They're more feel type solos. These are feel type players. So take the notes that I'm showing you and kind of feel it out. It's a melody, it's a feeling. It's not like a Steve Vai type solo where, yeah, I'm kind of messing up, but the point is these are type of players that they're playing more on feel. So I'm going to play you basically the theme of it, and then you're going to have to take it and kind of mess with it how you want. But it starts out like this. 2nd string, 15th fret, we're going to play it 3 times and pull off to the 2nd string, 13th fret, to the 3rd string, 14th fret, and we're going to bounce back and forth from the 14th to the 13th. So it's going to sound like this. And then you're going to bend the 4th string 12th fret, and you don't want to bend it up like normal, like you would normally do a string like this, because you're going to go off the fretboard. So you're going to pull it down the opposite way. Okay, so that's the 4th string 12th fret. And you're going to bounce back and forth from the 10th and 12th fret. Lot of vibrato, and this is vibrato. And then he's going to do the 5th string 10th to 12th, and it sounds like this. 10, 12, and then he's going to go to the 4th string 12th fret, or 10th fret, I'm sorry. And I said 10 to 12, then the 4th string 10th fret, and then 5th string 12th fret. So it's like this. And then back to the start. And he just kind of keeps riding that back and forth. Now he's going to do a bend, and this time you are going to bend it up, because you're going to hit the 2nd string 10th fret, and it sounds like this. Okay, so you're going to bend the 4th string D string up a full step, and while you're bending that, you're going to take your index finger and play the 2nd string 10th fret. So it's going to sound like this. Okay. Then you're going to go up to the 3rd string 14th fret, and it's going to sound like this. And he's really bouncing back and forth from the 3rd string 14th fret to 12th fret. just like we were the first one. But this time after the first one, you're going to bend it up about a half step. It almost sounds like it's out of key, but it's not. And then you're going to do that same sequence. You're going to go to the 4th string, 12th and 14th fret. Okay, let me start that over so you know. Okay, so that little run is 4th string 12 to 14 to 3rd string 12 to 4th string 14th again, back to 12, back to 14. Now this one ends the same way. It does that little run, that little riff we did here where it goes. You're going to do that one the same thing here, except you're going to use the 3rd string 14th fret and you're going to bend it a full step, and then you're going to do so like this, and then you're going to have your index finger on the 12th fret 1st string. So it's going to sound like this. And then he just kind of rides that out. So, oops. Alright, or something like that. Anyway, that is the song. Hope you liked it. Sorry for the bad video. This was a put together. I will not put these songs like this anymore in the future, I can pretty much promise. So, hope you liked the video. See you on the next one.